In 1984, October 31st, the Prime Minister of our country, Indira Gandhi, was assassinated at New Delhi at the Prime Minister's house. I am here to ventilate the reason why Srimati Indira Gandhi, the fourth Prime Minister of our country, was assassinated by her own bodyguards. Actually, the bodyguards have to provide protection to the Prime Minister. But instead of providing protection, why did the bodyguards have killed Indira Gandhi? For what purpose did the bodyguards have created that dangerous bloodbath? What was the need for the bodyguards to kill Indira? All these I am going to explain in this video. If you like this video, please subscribe. In 1984, October 31st, a journalist has come to Indira Gandhi's house to take interview from her. That journalist was kept on waiting for her at the backyard of her house. Indira Gandhi has become ready to come out from her house to give her interview to the journalist. At the entrance of Indira Gandhi's house, there were two bodyguards. They belongs to Sikh religion. One of the bodyguard name was Bian Singh. The other bodyguard name was Satwan Singh. They were in a position to shoot. They were in a plan to shoot Indira Gandhi. As Indira Gandhi has come to the entrance, then one of the bodyguard has started firing bluntly on Indira Gandhi. Then the second bodyguard also took his gun and started firing over Indira Gandhi. Like this, for some seconds, they have fired on Indira Gandhi. Nearly 30 bullets have wedged the body of Indira. Then Indira fell unconsciously on the ground. By hearing the sounds of the guns, the remaining bodyguards have come there and observed the situation, that what was happened there. Then they have come to understood that the two bodyguards have planned to kill Indira. Then the remaining bodyguards have started firing over the two bodyguards. In that incident, Bian Singh instantly lost his life and Satwan Singh was arrested and executed by hanging by the Indian government in 1989 on January 6th. Then Indira Gandhi was admitted in AIMS. The doctors have struggled a lot to protect her, but Indira Gandhi could unable to survive from this dangerous bloodbath incident. The doctors have announced officially the death of Indira Gandhi at 2:30 p.m. After independence, Jawaharlal Nehru has become the first Prime Minister of India. Jawaharlal was his name and Nehru was his surname. We can keep our surnames before or after our names. Nehru was a very rich man. He has spent a lot of money for organizing freedom movements against the British government. He has spent a lot of expense for bringing awareness among the Indians about the economic exploitative systems and the political instability system of the British. During the freedom movement, many number of the youth have participated in the freedom movement. Among that youth, a Muslim man named Firoz was also got attracted towards the freedom movement. Nehru has a daughter. Her name was Indira Nehru. Firoz Gandhi as a part of freedom movement. Now and then he used to meet Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi. As a gradual meeting with the two persons, he got a close interaction with Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru. Firoz has become a great favor of Mahatma Gandhi. That is why from Mahatma Gandhi's name, the word Gandhi was adapted by Firoz and he kept that after his name. Then his name has become Firoz Gandhi. Many times he met Jawaharlal Nehru also regarding to the freedom movement. While his interaction with Nehru, once he met Indira Nehru also. Like that, a friendly relationship has developed between Indira Nehru and Firoz Gandhi, and that friendly relationship has developed into a love affair, and by the grace of Jawaharlal Nehru, they got married in 1942. Then Indira Nehru name has changed to Indira Gandhi after marrying Firoz Gandhi. They gave birth to their first son Rajiv Gandhi in 1944 and to their second son Sanjay Gandhi in 1946. Then afterwards, some clashes has developed between Firoz Gandhi and Indira Gandhi, and that has gone up to divorce, but they did not take divorce and started living separately. But now and then Firoz Gandhi used to come and meet Indira Gandhi. Both used to have respect and love on each other. But due to their personal ideological differences, they were living separately. After freedom, Nehru became the first Prime Minister of our country, and Indira Gandhi started acting as an unofficial personal assistant to Nehru. In 1960, Firoz Gandhi died due to heart attack. Then Indira fell in deep depression. Nehru has consoled her and motivated her to come out from the web of depression. In 1964, Nehru died. Then Lal Bahadur Shastri was made as the Prime Minister of India. Indira Gandhi was appointed as Rajya Sabha member. In 1966, Lal Bahadur Shastri was died. Then Indira Gandhi was made as the Prime Minister of our country. Some Congress senior leaders proposed the name of Indira Gandhi because they thought if a woman was made as the Prime Minister, then she can be made as a puppet in their hands and can threat her to rule as per their personal interests. But the scene has become reversed. Indira has made all the corruptive leaders as puppets in her hands. In 1966, Indira Gandhi became Prime Minister of India. At the time of her entry into administration, there were so many problems in India. The problems like unemployment, poverty, inflation, droughts, etc. were there. Among these, so many problems were solved by Indira Gandhi very cleverly. From 1966 to 1977, continuously for 11 years, Indira Gandhi has ruled our country. Many incidents took place during these 11 years. From among many incidents, important two incidents were there. Among the two incidents, the first incident was that under the Prime Ministership of Indira Gandhi, India has achieved a resounding victory on Pakistan. Second incident was emergency. After independence, in 1948, a war broke out between India and Pakistan. And also in 1965, another war broke out between India and Pakistan. But nobody has won in that wars. The two wars were ended without the victory of any country. In 1971, India got a great victory on Pakistan regarding to Bangladesh issue. During that war in 1971, USA, UNO has brought a lot of pressure on Indian government and Pakistan government to stop the wars. But Indira Gandhi did not stop. Indira did not stop the war, and she has targeted a grand victory over the Pakistan. She has continued the war until India got victory over Pakistan. After this incident, after that war, Pakistan was defeated, and in 1971, Bangladesh was existed. With that victory of Indira over the Pakistan, even the opposition party leader A.B. Vajpayee has praised Indira a lot and compared her to goddess Kali Mata. Then in 1971, elections were held. Congress party won a great victory in that elections. Indira Gandhi has contested to Lok Sabha in Uttar Pradesh from Rai Bareli constituency. She has swept a grand victory against her opponent Raj Narayan. Then Raj Narayan, with jealous, he went to High Court about Indira's victory on him was corruptive and malpractice. Rajnarayan has made a complaint on Indira that she has bought the voters by giving money and she has used the government infrastructure for election purpose. Then the verdict has come after 4 years, that means in 1975. The High Court verdicted that Indira's Lok Sabha membership would become cancelled. Then, as per this verdict, Indira Gandhi has to resign to the Prime Minister post, but she did not do like that. Then she has approached to Supreme Court. Then Supreme Court has given stay to High Court verdict. Supreme Court verdicted that Indira Gandhi will continue as the Prime Minister until the final verdict has to come out. But the opposition party leaders did not keep quiet. All the opposition party leaders did hartals, bandhs, demonstrations against Indira government. During that period, there were wars in Arab countries, and this war resulted in inflation in India. Many industries were shut down in India. Many employers were become unemployers, and poverty increased in India. Even civilians too began to protest on the government of Indira Gandhi. Law and order has become imbalanced. Politics has become unstable. Then Indira Gandhi did not understand what to do. Indira could unable to control the untoward incidents in India during that period. Then Indira Gandhi thought that the only way was a declared emergency. During emergency, President's rule will continue. During President's rule, there will be no powers for the Chief Ministers of any states. All the powers will be vested in the hands of President. During the emergency period, fundamental rights of the citizens will get suspended. Any citizen can be arrested without any reason. During emergency, can bring and implement new rules and regulations without the cabinet approval. All these things were got implemented through President on the advice of Indira Gandhi. Even she has imposed censorship on press. In 1974, she made arrested all the opposition party leaders and kept them in jail. Even she has postponed the elections that which has to be conducted in 1975. Even the civilian protesters were also arrested by Indira Gandhi and kept them in jails. From 1975 to 1977, Indira behaved like a dictator. Then she has become an icon of disgrace for the people. In 1977, she got a lot of pressure from the parties and foreign countries about this emergency. Then she has permitted to conduct elections in 1977. In these elections, Congress lost its power. Then a coalition government has formed. 2-3 political parties has combined and formed a government. And those governments in those days were called as Samyukta Vidyadals. That coalition government has ruled for 2.5 years, and due to the internal conflicts between the party leaders, the government was collapsed. Then in 1980, elections were held. Due to no efficient opposition party leader, Congress party again gained victory. In Punjab, majority of the people were Sikh religious people, and Bhindranwale was a popular Sikh militant leader. His war was on Hindus only. He used to hate Hindus. He advised his followers to kill Hindus. He demanded a separate state for the Sikhs that was called as Khalistan. He and his followers has agitated against Indira Gandhi's government for the want of Khalistan. Most of the Hindus were migrated to neighboring states due to the threat of Bhindranwale. Then the police decided to arrest the Bhindranwale, but Bhindranwale, he himself and along with his followers, hid in the Golden Temple. He occupied the Golden Temple and he started doing all his untoward incidents by staying in the Golden Temple. Golden Temple is a very big temple and a holy temple for Sikhs. The religious sentiments of the Sikhs will be broken if the police or army enters into it. The religious sentiments of the Sikhs will be broken if a bloodbath took place in the Golden Temple. Bhindranwale has blunted the journalists who wrote articles against him. Even he killed his own Sikh religious opponents also. By 1984, lakhs of Hindus were killed by the nefarious activities of Bhindranwale and his militant groups. He has decided to develop a civil war between Hindus and Sikh religious people. Many times, Indira Gandhi's government has conducted endurable meetings with Bhindranwale to solve the problem. But Bhindranwale did not listen to the advices of Indira Gandhi. He behaved like a fool. He said that his movement will not be stopped until the government gives a separate state for Khalistan, a separate state for Sikh people that was known as Khalistan. Indira Gandhi has struggled in many ways to set right the Bhindranwale, but it all became futile. Then Indira Gandhi has decided to send Indian army into the Golden Temple. At that time, Bhindranwale was supported by Pakistan in supplying weapons to all his Sikh militants. Pakistan supplied number of weapons to the Bhindranwale and his followers. Bhindranwale has stored all these weapons in Golden Temple and started his activities from Golden Temple itself. At that time, the army commander Kuldeep Singh, he decided to attack the Golden Temple and he ordered his troops to let the war tanks into the Golden Temple. Kuldeep Singh, he warned in the loudspeaker to surrender to the Indian government. But Bhindranwale did not accept. Then army began to fire over the Golden Temple and the army started firing over the Bhindranwale militants. Indian army started throwing bombs in the Golden Temple. Thousands of devotees suffered during this war in the Golden Temple. Many Sikh militants died and Indian army soldiers too has lost their lives. Innocent devotees who came to the temple instant has lost their lives. Due to these firings, there appeared the scene of a bloodbath. Temple was badly damaged and this operation has continued for 5 days. This operation was started by Indira Gandhi and this operation name was known as Blue Star. In this incident, nearly 97 soldiers lost their lives and 503 militants died. Finally, Indian army achieved a grand victory on Bhindranwale. Bhindranwale and his followers were killed by the Indian army. Due to that incident, the Sikhs grew anger on the Indira Gandhi and the Sikhs have targeted the Indira Gandhi since then. To revenge on Indira Gandhi in 1984, October 31st, the two bodyguards has killed Indira Gandhi. Next day after the murder of Indira, the Sikhs has become the wrath of the Hindus. Nearly 20,000 Sikhs were killed by Hindus.